And it's a shocking moment, but at age 9, I got burned on 100% of my body, and 87% of those burns were third degree. It happened in a gasoline explosion in my garage. Michelle, you know the story, but in short, I'll give a little bit of the background. A week earlier, I saw kids in my neighborhood playing with fire and gasoline. And just observing these little boys, I figured if they could do it, so could I. So that weekend, my mother's out with a couple of my sisters. My father was at work. The house was mine. I walked into the garage, bent over a can of gasoline, poured a little bit of gas on top of a piece of paper that was lit with gas with fire. And before the liquid even touched the flame, the fumes created this massive explosion that split the can in two, launched me 20 feet against the far side of the garage, set my world on fire. You talked about that butterfly cocoon experience. This was it for me. I'm trapped in a garage.
Yeah.
I'm covered in gasoline. I don't know which way is up. I don't know what has happened. I know that I'm on fire. I know that I'm scared. I know that I'm in trouble. And I just panicked and I ran. And a story that I very seldom share, but I want to make sure our listeners and viewers recognize how little John did for himself. I'm the recipient of grace and leadership and love and vision. But my brother Jim actually eventually hears the screams at first from the garage, and then eventually I make my way back into the house, stand on top of a rug burning, just screaming for a hero. And I see my brother Jim coming toward me. He's 17, I'm 9, and I'm watching this guy come toward me thinking, God, anybody else, not him. He can't fix what's
Right.
wrong with me. He's my older brother. And yet this was his moment to step forward and to shine himself. So that day, my brother Jim picked up a rug. He beat down the flames that were leaping 2.5 feet off of me. He wrapped me in that rug, carried me outside, rolls around on top of me, runs back into the house, calls 911. Long story, tragic story, made very short. 1987, the lifesaver of the year for the state of Missouri was not a Navy SEAL, was not some police officer, a great special ed teacher. The lifesaver of the year was a 17-year-old, pimple faced, selfish jerk brother named James, who he himself changed. So I want to make sure on the front side of our conversation, we don't wait for John to show us how he became a butterfly. But the cool thing is, in going through this tragic experience, those around me went through their own metamorphosis. They went through their own transformation. And in doing so well, they not only changed themselves, but they changed me.
Wow.
Soul on Fire. The John O'Leary story coming to theaters in October 25. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video.